Detective David Mills. Welcome to Real Wonders, a show where we look at some of my favorite films and talk about all kinds of movie magic and nostalgia. I'm your host, Rick Masi, and today I'll be your guide through Seven, starring Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kevin Spacey, and directed by David Fincher. Released in 1995, Seven follows Detectives Somerset and Mills as they hunt a serial killer who commits murders inspired by the seven deadly sins. Morgan Freeman plays Somerset, the weary veteran. He is methodical and reflective, while Brad Pitt's Mills, the impulsive newcomer, brings fire and frustration to the investigation. Together, they navigate a city that's decaying under rain and apathy, where each crime scene reveals more of the killer's philosophical agenda. As the investigation escalates, the detectives are both drawn into a physiological battle that will push their beliefs, morality, and the emotional limits to the edge. The story builds towards a shocking and tragic finale that forces our characters and the audience to ask themselves, "What's in the box?" I have been captivated by this movie for years. I had the good fortune of stumbling upon this one night in the late 90s, watching with bated breath, mouth open with intrigue and shock. If you ask me to explain the word grit using only a film example, this would be it.
It means that this is beginning. This was found behind the same refrigerator, written in Greece. There are 7 deadly sins, Captain. Gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, pride, lust, and envy. 7.
Hold on. That's not even my desk.
You can expect 5 more of these.
Let's begin with our leads. This film's emotional core lives in the tense partnership between Detective Mills and Somerset. It's not simply old cop / new cop. They are two colliding philosophies. Somerset is deliberate, intellectual, and frankly, drained. Every line he speaks carries the weight of someone who's seen too much and expects the world to keep disappointing him. He sees symptoms of a world that is quietly decaying. Mills, on the other hand, barrels into this film with energy and limited understanding of his new situation. He's a little bit of a live wire. His instincts are emotional before they're analytical. Where Somerset looks inward for clarity, Mills just bursts outward in frustration.
I'm sick of all this waiting.
This is the job.
Why are we out there, huh? Why do we gotta sit here, rotting, waiting until the lunatic does it again?
It's dismissive to call him a lunatic. Don't make that mistake.
Come on, he's insane. Look, right now he's probably dancing around in his grandma's panties. Yeah, rubbing himself in peanut butter. Ooh, how's that?
I don't think so.
His luck will run out.
That depending on luck. We walked into that apartment exactly 1 year after he tied Victor to the bed. 1 year to the day. He wanted us to.
Don't know that for sure.
Oh, yes, we do. This note he left. His first words to us. Long is the way and hard that out of hell leads up to light.
Despite their differences, they're the same man on opposite ends of a life curve. The gluttony crime scene perfectly captures this contrast. Somerset enters the apartment very calm and methodical. His face barely shifts. He's accustomed to this. He notices the patterns and signs, the bruising, the staging of the body, while Mills' disgust is just visceral. He's never seen this before. Where Somerset sees symbolism, Mills just sees violence. Where Somerset sees ritual, Mills just sees madness. This scene informs their entire dynamic. They're both trying to understand evil, but for very different reasons. They are two detectives looking at the same corpse and seeing two different worlds, both of which are painfully true.
Killer put a bucket beneath him, kept on serving. Took his time, too. Coroner said this could have gone on for more than 12 hours. Victim's throat was swollen, probably from the effort. And there was definitely a point when he passed out. That's when the killer kicked him. And he burst.
Oof, sadistic fucker, huh?
When you want somebody dead, you drive by and shoot him. You don't risk the time it takes to do this. Unless the act itself has meaning.
Come on. Somebody had a problem with a fat boy and decided to torture him. Simple as that.
In the grocery bags, we found 2 receipts. That means the killer stopped in the middle of everything and made a second trip to the supermarket.
So?
Hey, man, here's the thing. I've been out in the rain all day.
This is beginning.
We've got 1 dead guy, not 3.
No motive.
Don't even start that big brain of yours cooking on this, all right? Please.
I alluded to this earlier, but the unnamed city in Seven is the film's gravity. Its atmosphere is palpable. Fincher constructs an environment where the rain never stops and the buildings are perpetually rotting. This is a place where crime grows just like mold. We come to find our villain's name is John Doe. However, I pose this to you. Though John Doe, for the purposes of this story, is evil in its physical form, I'd argue that the real villain of this film is apathy. The citizens are cold and abrasive, the institutions are exhausted, even Somerset begins the story convinced that nothing he does matters.
Crime of passion.
Yeah. Just look at all the passion on that wall.
Yeah, well, this is a done deal. I'll put the paperwork.
The kid see it?
What?
The kid.
What kind of fucking question is that? You know, we are all gonna be real glad when we get rid of you, Somerset. You know that? It's always these questions with you. Did the kids see it? Who gives a fuck? He's dead. His wife killed him. Anything else has nothing to do with us.
In this worldview, moral decay is caused by indifference.
Do you like what you do for a living? These things you see?
No. No, I don't. But that's life, isn't it?
John Doe's murders are not just acts of violence. They're carefully constructed to expose society's complacency. Somerset represents resignation, the belief that the world is too far gone to fix. Mills represents naive hope, the belief that caring is enough to change things. Doe is able to exploit both of them. His plan is a symbolic assault on a society that has stopped empathizing. In the end, Seven argues that apathy is the soil in which evil grows.
You say that the problem with people is that they don't care. So I don't care about people. It makes no sense. You know why?
You care.
You want to know? Damn right.
And you're gonna make a difference.
Whatever. The point is that I don't think you're quitting because you believe these things you say. I don't. I think you want to believe them because you're quitting. You want me to agree with you and you want me to say, yeah, you're right. It's all fucked up. It's a fucking mess. We should all go live in a fucking log cabin. But I won't. I won't say that. I don't agree with you. I do not.
Tracy, played by Gwyneth Paltrow, is the emotional center of Seven. Her warmth stands in direct contrast to the brutality surrounding the detectives. We need to like her because she gives the story its stakes. She is the fragile thread tying Mills to hope, stability, and humanity. Her vulnerability in the breakfast scene with Somerset deepens this connection. She confides her fears and feelings of isolation. She tells Somerset about her pregnancy before telling her husband because she genuinely needs guidance.
If you don't keep the baby, I mean, that's your decision. Don't ever tell them that you'll be pregnant. But if you choose to have this baby, you spoil that kid every chance you get. That's about all the advice I can give you, Tracy.
In that moment, she becomes the film's most human character, someone we instinctively just want to protect. Without this emotional bond, the events that unfold would not pack as heavy as a punch. More to come on this. Let's geek out and do some scene analysis. I want to talk to you about the chase sequence. The chase between Mills and John Doe is one of the most meticulously crafted sequences in modern thrillers. It's shot as a desperate scramble, a confrontation between chaos and control. Fincher starts with handheld camera work that mimics Mills' frantic, disorganized energy. The lens shakes, shifts, and struggles to keep up, placing the viewer inside Mills' disorientation. There's no wide, comfortable establishing shot. Instead, we're claustrophobically pinned into stairwells and cramped hallways, where sharp turns and sudden reveals create genuine anxiety. It's filmmaking designed to remove the safety. John Doe is framed very differently. We only see him in fragments. This is deliberate. Fincher keeps Doe abstract. When the chase spills outside, the camera suddenly widens. Mills becomes small against the buildings. Even when Mills gains ground, Fincher denies him the upper hand. The editing remains jagged and unpredictable, maintaining the sense that Mills is running on adrenaline. When John Doe holds Mills at gunpoint, it is filmed with chilling stillness. Fincher lets us know that Doe is in control. It's a beautifully crafted scene. Now, about John Doe. His goal isn't to evade the police, it's to enlighten them through suffering. Turning himself in is not a surrender, it's part of the plan.
Detective.
After this, I'm gone.
Detective. No big surprise.
Detective!
You're looking for me.
Every victim is chosen with precision, and every crime is staged with ritualistic intent.
Ooh, wait a minute. I thought all you did was kill innocent people.
Innocent? Is that supposed to be funny? An obese man? A disgusting man who could barely stand up? A man who, if you saw him on the street, you'd point him out to your friends so that they could join you in mocking him? A man who, if you saw him while you were eating, you wouldn't be able to finish your meal? And after him, I picked the lawyer, and you both must have secretly been thanking me for that one. This is a man who dedicated his life to making money by lying with every breath that he could muster to keeping murderers and rapists on the streets.
Murderers.
A woman.
Murderers, John, like
A
yourself.
woman. So ugly on the inside that she couldn't bear to go on living if she couldn't be beautiful on the outside. A drug dealer, a drug-dealing pederast, actually. And let's not forget the disease-spreading whore. Only in a world this shitty could you even try to say these were innocent people and keep a straight face. But that's the point. We see a deadly sin on every street corner, in every home, and we tolerate it. We tolerate it because it's common. It's trivial. We tolerate it morning, noon, and night. Well, not anymore.
Spoiler warning, because if you've never seen it, just trust me and go watch it and then come right back. The what's in the box climax is effective because it feels inevitable, yet almost as if it shouldn't be possible.
I'm gonna open it.
When I said I admired you, I meant what I said.
There's blood.
You've made quite a life for yourself, Detective. You should be very proud.
Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit.
John Doe pulls a fast one on all of us. Doe's philosophy requires a final demonstration, and Mills, emotional, impulsive, with the realization that John Doe has killed Tracy and put her head in the box. He becomes wrath and completes the plan by killing Doe. John Doe wins in the end. Fincher's choice to hide Kevin Spacey from all promotional materials amplified this effect. Doe appears without buildup and without hype, the way evil often does in the real world. By keeping the actor's identity secret, Fincher preserved the film's sense of dread and unpredictability, allowing Doe to enter the story like a baseball through a window. It's one of the most brilliant marketing decisions in cinema history. Seven explores darkness with honesty rather than theatrics. It's a film about people trying to remain human in a world that constantly challenges their humanity. Mills and Somerset embody two opposing responses to despair, and their partnership gives the story its emotional weight. John Doe's plan is horrifying because it so effectively exploits a society that is worn down by apathy. Yet beneath all the rain and hopelessness, the film still suggests that choosing to care is an act of rebellion. Seven remains a masterpiece because it forces us to confront the world's ugliness while still believing in the possibility of something bigger. And man, it has one of the creepiest jump scares of all time. I'll tell you, when we hit that sloth scene, it just jumps out of nowhere. He's alive! He's alive! I'm Rick Masi with Real Wonders. Thank you for joining us. Until next time.